Here is my updated makeup tutorial. You guys have been asking me for an updated makeup look for the longest time, and this is my soft glam makeup routine. This is definitely my go-to makeup look when it comes to events, anytime I'm gonna be photographed, or even just on a night out. This is my go-to because I know in flash photos this will look good. Let me give you an example of like how my makeup looks like under flash. So yeah, here is an updated makeup routine. I'm gonna pass this along to Bareface Sherry. I'm all mic'd up and I'm ready. Let me wake up. I just woke up like half an hour ago. I feel a bit embarrassed because I'm showing you guys my bare skin. My skin is recovering from a few breakouts, but I thought that would be perfect so I can show you guys my base routine, because that is what I am proud of the most. I feel like that's what I have perfected. So we're gonna start off with Bobbi Brown's Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is my second jar. I really like her because I have dry skin. More dehydrated, less dry. I don't really get flaky, but much time it feels tight. And this really hydrates my face before I put anything on. I feel like it also makes my skin look very bouncy in pictures. I have about an hour to finish getting ready because I'm gonna go to my friend's birthday brunch. My makeup routine, I definitely prioritize how I'm gonna look in photos more because I get photographed a lot and I like to make sure that my makeup looks good, especially under flash and bright lights, because sometimes at these event spaces, they don't always have the most flattering light setup situation. So my makeup has to be ready for that. So usually when I do my makeup, it's more for the photo taking, less. It's natural. I don't think it looks like it's cakey, but my priority is always to make sure that this looks good in pictures. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. It is their Magic Touch concealer. I have number 9, 10, and 11, depending on how tan or fair I am at the moment. I'm gonna go in with number 11 for my under eyes. Using a warmer, peachier tone for concealer cancels out my dark circles better. Then I'm just gonna go over my little spot marks here. Oh, also, I have not explained this yet. This is an allergy. I'm getting allergies on my chest. It is so embarrassing. I feel like a preschooler, but my doctors don't know what it is that I'm allergic to. It could be my new cat. Okay, so this is how much I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna leave the concealer to like sit for a while so that it can, I find that when I leave it for a minute and I don't like straight away blend it out, it has a higher coverage. So I'm gonna leave her for a minute while I do my eyebrows. I'm using Refy's Brow Sculpt in Clear. I got this in Selfridges in London, but I think you can get it from Personal Shoppers in Malaysia. This is the only thing that has worked for my eyebrows because my eyebrows are stubborn. If you guys notice, she is significantly shorter than this one. It's because I remove all the hair kat bawah ni because it goes downwards instead of like outwards. Just kind of like comb it into my eyebrows. And just like the concealer as well, I kind of just let it sit so it hardens a little bit before I kind of create a shape with it. So while she hardens, I am gonna blend out my concealer. I think I've said this a few times. I always do concealer underneath foundation first. It's similar to underpainting, but for coverage, because I feel like once I've covered up the specific spots that I want to cover, I don't feel like using that much foundation over my face. Because I do it after my foundation, I tend to use a lot more foundation on my face and then my concealer. Yeah, basically the concealer gives me enough coverage and the foundation will just even out my skin tone. I think when we do foundation first, we like get garam when there's redness peeking out or there's like scars peeking out, and then you just want to cover it up with the foundation, then that's when things can get cakey fast. Now I'm using, there's a sticker on this. Now I'm using Anastasia's A30 brush. I use this is my current favorite foundation brush, and I use Shu Uemura's Unlimited, what's the word? Shu Uemura's Unlimited, there's no word, okay. Shu Uemura's Breathable Lasting Foundation in the shade 534 Rich Sand. This is also my second bottle. I love their formula. Genuinely, I've never used anything better. brands that do high coverage makeup, it feels very heavy and thick on my skin, but this is very light and thin. And a lot of lightweight thin formulas don't have enough coverage, so this is the perfect in between. And I just go over this to kind of blend out the skin tone. I've also gotten a bit more comfortable. Like, I think when I was younger, because I had acne, I would like violently pack on makeup to make sure that nothing, no like redness would peek out or scars would peek out. But I'm a bit more comfortable with my skin now, where macam kalau if there's a little bit more pimples or scars peeking out, I'm okay, because it's human to have those. And like, so if there's a little bit of redness or scarring, I'm okay lah. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself over it. And that is character growth, because when I was younger, I would never ever leave the house without makeup. And if you guys are acne prone girlies, I think that was a collective experience and you guys can relate to me. I don't really pack on that many cream products, but I do go in with like contour. So I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Peach Caramel Stick Blush. So this is a blush, same concept. I don't like gray contour sticks, so I gravitate towards bronzers and blushers for my contour. It's just this shade. So I just kind of go upwards. I know some people say it looks better to do the contour below your cheekbone, but that doesn't really work for me. I feel like it makes my face droop. So I just do it upwards. And I like to color the bridge of my nose like that, so it has like a little bit of a sunburn effect. I don't put too much on my forehead because I feel like my forehead is already dark. Blend, 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 blend. My favorite part of my entire makeup look is my complexion, like the mixture of the bronzer, the blush, and how that makes my skin look very healthy and glowy. I don't naturally have that. So I like to kind of emulate that. It makes me look really like I've got blood flowing on my face. Usually I'm very pale. That's why I like to darken my skin and tan my skin. I know people always go like, why do you want to darken your skin when everyone wants to be fairer? Let me clean up the camera. Hold on. Squeak, 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 squeak. Okay. I feel like pale skin makes me look macam sick. And even when I see some people macam make themselves too white and too pale, you look like you're glowing in the dark. It doesn't look healthy. It looks like concerning. So it makes me sad when I hear people talk about like how they get bullied for being dark in school, and the lengths that people would go. They go like, they take drips to get whiter skin, and I think that's wild. Okay, so I think that's all the cream product I'm gonna use. Then I'm gonna go in with powder. I prefer Shu Uemura's loose powder. I don't have it with me because I finished it, but I'm gonna put up a picture here. This was so good, and I was so sad that it finished. Apparently the Givenchy one is also really good, as well as Huda Beauty. I really want to try hers next, but at the moment I have NARS translucent light reflecting setting powder, and I've hit pan. I really set my makeup, so I don't want like to see shine, only artificial shine that we've put on to shine. Kalau tak, I don't want to see my skin like get shiny. So I use a little puffer. This is from the Shu Uemura powder, translucent powder. So I just took this, and it's a little powder puff, and I just go in there and I just press her down. Like, I'm gonna show you something. So you can kind of still see my spot. But the second I press her down with powder, she just is gone. And so I think one of the best investments is a really good high quality powder and a powder puff. It's changed the way that I do my makeup. I used to use this type of brush to get under my eyes, but it's very soft and doesn't like pack on the coverage. It's more of a fine look. If you want more of a natural look, you can do that. I still do that for just touching up, but this is heavy duty bro. This is like if you really want no pores, no oils seeping through. I put this specifically on areas that I know are gonna shine. areas that have a lot of texture, I go on it very accurately, is that a word? Like concisely. My under eye, I really just pack it in. I don't ever deal with creasing. I've never had my under eyes crease. I've never had my concealer or my powder moving. It's always stayed put with this technique. Okay, so I'm just gonna dust her now. So most of the like important areas that I want to set, I've already set. Now I just go in with a regular powder brush. This isn't a powder brush actually. I think this is a bronzer brush from Fenty, and I'm just gonna go everywhere just to set it. It's gonna blend out the powder as well. I fully just forgot that I was setting the eyebrows. So with the brow sculpt, you have this end that does the shaping, and I like this side, but when I feel like it's not giving me enough precision, I use this other brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Let me show you her, because she has the brush and she also has this side to flatten it. So I kind of use her. And I just kind of like flatten her down. It lifts up my face a lot, and I wish that my eyebrows just stayed in this shape. But I've got stubborn eyebrows. And then after this, I'm just gonna fill up the holes when I'm done with all my base stuff. So next up, after I do powder, I go in with contour. Actually, I tend to do highlighter first, but I feel like this look, I'm not gonna do highlighter on my cheeks, just on my nose. So I just always, this is the Bobbi Brown Afternoon Glow highlighting powder. I just go on the tip of my nose. This is the same thing I've done for years. So it has a like pointy look. And then I just go on top of here. I just go right on the bridge of my nose. And then we go in with the sculpting first, and then after that I do the blusher. Again, this is like some beat up brush that I've had for years, and so I'm going to take the Patrick Ta Shisa LA blush. I use the powder, so I just bring it up here. I pay a lot of attention, especially closer to the hairline, because that's where it should be the darkest. And then I bring it down here. And I smile, and I make sure that it connects. Just lightly underneath my jaw, but I don't really bring it up here unless it's like a nighttime look. I kind of just leave it here because that's where I want it to be the sharpest. And just put it on the bridge of my nose like this, so it creates kind of a shadow. And then just lightly at the bottom, where my nostrils are. And then I'm gonna grab my little blush brush, and my favorite blusher at the moment, nothing has beat her yet. It's a Shu Uemura X Pecco collection. It's a strawberry parfait. Mwah. I got her when we did a collaboration. We did a campaign together, and I didn't expect this to be something that I loved, but I love it. Oh, the first time I used it was also in Jakarta, but yeah. So I just start at the edge of my face and kind of bring it underneath my eyes as well, just to make it like kind of flow into my skin. I go crazy with blusher, and I have a theory, because colors, they will kind of dilute in pictures. So the stronger the color on your skin is in real life, the more the photo, like the makeup will show up in photos. Because people have always asked me, how do I get my makeup to show in photos? Honestly, it's just a lot of blusher, and I think that's what I kind of noticed the most when I started doing this technique. My makeup would show up a lot more. I look crazy right now, I know, but it'll make sense, okay? And then just on top of my nose where the contour was. So this is the Hourglass palette. I don't know if they make this anymore. There's no writing on this as well, but I think they make similar ones to this. But I take this guy. She's like a brightening powder, and I use the powder puff, and I kind of go right here so that it cleans up the contour around my nose and has a brightening effect on my under eye still. And if I want to clean up a little bit, I just go underneath here and underneath here, so that's a bit more crisp. Blend up the nose a little bit. I take my Rare Beauty Optimist Mist. Is that what it's called? Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. Go crazy. That's basically the base. In the beginning, you might feel like it's a lot, but you'll get used to it, and honestly, it'll make so much sense in pictures. So I'm just gonna go do my eyebrows first. With eyebrows, I don't do anything too particular. I just fill up the gaps with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. I also elongate her a little bit so that she kind of matches her sister. My eyebrows are definitely the most difficult to work with, but with like this type of makeup, I only ever really perfected it because I struggled so much with my skin, and I'm so happy to see that being more celebrated, like texture on skin and even skin tone, acne. I like when people are super transparent about it because it doesn't make me feel alone. I work with so many people who have naturally gorgeous skin, and I look at them and I'm like, wait, why? Why did you get that life and I get this life? But if I never went through that phase where it killed my confidence, I would have never picked up any of these makeup products and like learned and curated a routine for me that made this look come to life. Because I feel that I never realized that a lot of people liked my makeup until my friends made me do their makeup, and they were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, so many guys hit on me. And ever since I learned how to do my own makeup, anytime any other makeup artist, like seriously, the top makeup artists in Malaysia, like whoever you're thinking of, I've worked with them, I did not love it. Like I loved my own makeup on me. I know how to make my face look like my face. A little thing that you can do after you're done with your eyebrows, just to have a cleaner effect, is to take a little like flat brush. I don't know why my camera is not focusing, but this little type of flat brush, and you just go in with a little bit of concealer. You just kind of clean up the bottom. One thing about my makeup style is it's definitely like not glossy, like super natural, fresh skin type makeup, because that's never been me. I've never been Glossier pretty or like American Apparel pretty or whatever, you know? I need something to even up my skin tone and put color on my lips, and I need my mascara. And I used to be super insecure about it because I had so many friends who were Glossier pretty, and they would like take 8-10 minutes maximum to do their makeup, and I would take half an hour or like 45 minutes. But then I'm again proud of myself because at the end of the day, now I've developed all these skills, and now everybody makes me do their makeup. Anyways, I'm doing the Pat McGrath Mothership palette because that's the only palette that I brought on this trip. And I kind of just always go with like an earthy brown or orangey color for my base color, my crease color, that's the correct word. I use this little old fluffy brush. No idea where I got it from, but I still use her. And just kind of go in and bring it upwards and kind of create a shadow from my nose bridge here to the back, because I have relatively small eyes, I would say, and I like to open them up. And I'm gonna go in here. And then what I do for like a really quick winged out look, because I don't ever really do liquid liner. I don't think it fits my eye shape, but I do use pencil liner and I smoke it out. So what I'm gonna do right now, like my easiest favorite looks, I'm gonna take this, I think it's Dear Dahlia. Yeah, Dear Dahlia. Oh my god, Perfect Designing Eyeliner Waterproof Pencil. It's in the shade, I can't remember, Mocha Brown, there you go. And it's okay to be messy with this one because you're just gonna blend it out anyways. This gives me that like very sexy winged out look. I bring it down a little bit to my eyeballs very lightly, and I kind of just go under my waterline. I started wearing eyeliner when I was like 13 or 14 because that was the only piece of makeup I owned when I was in middle school. And I went to, there were a lot of like
Arab girls, Middle Eastern girls in my school, and I used to look at them and be like, wow, they have the most gorgeous eyes, and they would use their liners so beautifully, and they had really lifted curled lashes, and so I would always try to recreate my looks following their style. Super easy. That was like literally 2 steps. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing here. Finally, okay, I'm just gonna take her little flat brush, and I'm gonna take this guy, this little gray color, and just kind of blend that out with that color. Do the same thing here. So there's a bit of sparkles on my eyes. That was not intentional. I think there was sparkles that was left on this eyeshadow brush and I forgot to wash it. And bring a bit of that red down here so it blends nicely. I love bringing color down to the bottom of my eyelid space because it gives me a very open eye look. I'm super messy with this. I don't think this is even a technique. I just kind of go crazy till I kind of like the look that I have. I got this little stick, Haritu. I got this in PR and I fell in love with it. Let me show you guys her brand, Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in Wild Rose. Look, so I just put here and I drag it outwards here. So pretty. I'm just gonna add on a little bit of the sparkles with my finger. I'm gonna use this guy because she's just like screaming at me. Love. And then I'm gonna do my mascara. So this is the part of my makeup look that I feel like changes my face. I only recently started curling my lashes. I have naturally curled up lashes, but I feel like this makes it more like that. And this is the Shu Uemura eyelash curler. This is Kat Von D's full sleeve ink black long and defined tubing mascara. I'm almost out. She's just been my go-to, but I'm almost out. My favorite mascara has been, and I think will always be, the L'Oreal Telescopic, but you can't get it in Malaysia. The thing, if I was ever to make makeup, I think mascara would be the first thing I would do, or lip liners. Those are like 2 specific things that I can't find really good ones in KL. Just to dust up some of the juice, I'm using HD Skin Matte Velvet from Makeup Forever in the shade 2R38. This is the best, okay, like powder foundation that I've ever had, like compact powder foundation. I've hit pan. This is the second one I have. She's a bit more on the warmer side, so it's probably going to give me a bit of a coverage. Okay, but do you see when I say that the combination of that wing, that smoked out wing, and the mascara makes it look like I'm wearing lash extensions, but I'm not. This is fully just mascara and smoked out wing. Easy. Anyways, for lippy, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Liner in Muted Mauve just to overline it. To overline, I like to use like a nude like this because it's so natural and has like a shadow effect. This is my Cupid bow. What I do is I round it out. I don't make an M or an X. I round it out like this. And for my bottom lip, I really overline it. Right now, I don't really have any fillers in my lips because it's been a while. And then for my lipstick, I don't really know what vibe I want to go for. I want to do like a pinkier look or a nude look. I think a pinkier look would be cute. I think I'm going to try Shu Uemura's from the Pecco collection as well. This is the Cinnamon Whip shade. Everything is round. There are no like rough edges. Super rounded out. So I got this from Cocoa Dry and it smells like cupcakes. So I always use this hairspray because I want to smell like cupcakes. Okay, this is what I'm wearing. Let me show you guys. It's this House of CB dress. I'm wearing these earrings that I got from Red's Revenge, I think.
I think so, at Bangsar Village too. And this is my finished look. I'm so sad because it's raining outside, so now the light is a bit dark. But I hope you guys like this look. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye bye.